Test ASMR. Let's try ASMR. Audio test. It's too loud. Chasing the same old devil down the same old dead highway. I'm a singer now. We're gonna try to sing this song. Ain't no love in Oklahoma. I actually think I sound better with the microphone. I keep chasing the same old devil down the same old dead end highway. Wait, what's the next lyric? Riding that storm running through my veins. Like a shot down, tailspun airplane. Scared of nothing and I'm scared to death. I can't breathe and I catch my breath. But I keep chasing that same old devil down the same old telling highway. Ain't no love in Oklahoma. I'm just kidding. Oklahoma. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. This is so much fun. No, but like, look at this. And then look at that. What? What? I'll keep chasing the same old highway. How do we want to pose for thumbnail? We still hear it pretty well. Finally, I think I got the audio working. You know what I had just realized, you guys? I'm like, maybe I don't need a microphone because I'm like, wait, is my voice like naturally loud? But I feel like a lot of times, honestly, when I edit back the footage, I actually feel like it's a lot more quieter. And then this is nice, so I can be loud on here. And like someday if I'm ever on an airplane or something, like maybe even the car too, I can just like plug this in and chat. Honestly, it makes it way more convenient. Also, it's giving journalist. I mean, I'm trying to major in journalism, so this is really, really cool. So, you guys, we have another episode of Mels Talks. I think the first vote on Ransom Canyon, so I thought we would talk about season 1 and do it on the microphone and see how the audio is. Please let me know if it's something you like. Or not. Yeah, I'll have to see like editing this back how I feel, but the microphone honestly might come in handy sometimes when like I'm filming, not gonna lie. I don't always want to like use the earbuds though. I feel like there's a way that I don't need to, but this is my first time like using them. I'm possibly going to a concert next month. I had talked about it in a recent video. I've been trying to budget for a concert, but I needed to pay for like Exterminator first because I had like bugs in my room, so that had to like be like priority. But I still have money and I'm trying to figure out like with the concert. But I kind of thought if I do go to the concert, I'm the best bet bringing this because I'm gonna vlog the concert, but anything copyright related will be like time lapse footage. But whenever like there isn't time lapse footage in that vlog, I do plan on like vlogging the experience, and especially once like I would get into like city, like I want to use the microphone because like it'll be easier to like hear audio purposes if I end up going and it all works out. Anyways, that's why I'm practicing with it now. Anyways, sorry, enough yapping about my own life, and let's talk about Ransom Canyon. So real quick, I'm gonna look up on the internet the cast names again because I'm forgetting a little bit, and I think it will all like come back to me all of a sudden. First off, Minka Kelly looks so young for her age. I do want to see how old she is. She looks stunning and young. It's crazy. Okay, she's 45. Wow, I honestly hope that I age well when I turn 45. Oh, that's crazy. But I will say this, Josh Amal, I'm sorry if I say any names wrong. He's always been in like so many like classic movies, so immediately when I saw like he was in the trailer for the show, I was kind of like excited. I was like, ooh, he hasn't really done like a show. I don't know if he ever really has. He's mostly like in movies. So I kind of was like, ooh, this is new for him. I was literally thinking this might perform well. I mean, they did thankfully get renewed for a season 2, but I'm like, yeah. So they're both starring in it. They're kind of like the main two like characters of the show. It's kind of refreshing my memory a little bit, so I'm going back because I would have forgot like all of the names. We're kind of gonna sum up like season 1 the best I can. There'll probably be spoilers. I'll probably miss a lot of details because that's what's hard about like Mel's talks is like trying to remember every single thing, but we'll chat spoilers, sure. I'm wondering if like the audio is gonna irritate my ear this whole time. What do we think? A little bit better, or is that like too quiet? We're gonna try this and see. I think it's better like on my ear. Minka Kelly plays Quinn. Josh plays Satin. Yeah, okay, I think I'm saying it right. I was like, oh, Satan. So, and then we have Yancey, that's played by Jack. We have Lauren, played by Lizzie. Ellie, played by Mariella. Sorry sorry if I say your name wrong. And then Lucas played by Garrett. Garrett is such a cutie, I will say that. And then we'll just kind of go from there. Oh, I forgot. Okay, I think I remember like the premise of the show at the beginning. So episode 1, honestly, the whole like season 1 revolves around Josh's character's son passes away, and apparently years ago his wife had passed away, and it gets kind of messy because Minka Kelly's character Quinn, she's had like this long-term crush on Satin, but she was best friends with his wife, and it's just kind of messy. And then top of it, Satin's brother-in-law is Davis. Yeah, and then Davis has a son named Reed. But it kind of gets like messy because Paula Joe was like married to Davis. No, and it just gets messy because then like Davis ends up dating Quinn, but then Quinn cheats on Davis with Staten, but then Davis also cheats on Quinn with Paula Joe. And the fact that like Quinn didn't know that Davis did that, I was pretty salty about that. I don't like the whole cheating arc. Why is cheating becoming a constant arc in these shows nowadays? I'll be fully honest. Why? I hate to say this, but I feel like, is the writing just like lazy? So they're like, oh, we need people to cheat. Like, why? Why is it becoming a storyline? Like, what do we think? Are like writers getting bored? Is there nothing else that's better? Do they only have certain like time period in the episode? So they're like, bam, cheating. I don't know. Like, is it a quicker storyline? Like, why is cheating becoming normalized? Because The Summer I Turned Pretty, I'll do a whole review once the season's over, but most of season 3, everyone's just cheating on each other. I'm just sick of the storyline. Can we just get a little bit more like creative? Also, I don't like cheating, so it's like, why every time? Anyways, lots of cheating in these shows nowadays, and I don't know why. Are writers getting lazy? Where are we going with this here? Like, can there just be new storylines? I don't know what, but just something other than cheating for a change. Because then I'm trying to think. So, like, Lauren and Lucas are kind of the main couple. Sorry, I'm looking up, like, on my screen a lot. Were Lauren and Lucas cheating when Lauren was dating Reed? I don't know. I thought at first, but then I had realized watching it back that Reed and Lauren were already, like, broken up. So, I think it's fine that she started dating Lucas. But Lucas and Reed are friends. So, it all kind of just gets messy. And then like all of season 1, they keep reminding you in every new episode of like Satan's son that's dead and there's blood, and I don't like blood, so it's like kind of gross. Literally every time I'm on my period, I hate it because I don't like blood. But anyways, so blood phobia. I'm always just like skip, skip, skip. But yeah, let's see. And then there's Cap. I'm trying to remember, like, I don't remember like who he's related to in this. Shoot, this guy Yancey, this young guy, goes to work for Cap and then meets Ellie, who's like family friends with Cap. But then it turns out Yancey's dad is Cap, I'm pretty sure. It's been a little bit of a second, but all the characters are like connected together, and I don't remember why. Also, there's this guy Kai, who had a past with Ellie. Okay, so now that they renewed for season 2, I want to know, like, they need flashback scenes. I want to literally know, like, what was going on with them, because apparently, like, Kai used to be, like, a bad boy and then turned into a cop. Ellie's like, oh, I've been with a bad boy once and can't do it again, or something like that. And I was like, what? Oh, well, see, season 1 ended with a cliffhanger where basically Yancey apparently is, like, married, and his wife introduces herself to Ellie, being like, where's Yancey? But here's the deal. Yancey wanted to marry Ellie, but they had filler stuff in the way and they didn't get married. I'm hoping like Yancey didn't like lie. Again, with all this cheating, let's hope that like he wasn't previously married and the so-called wife is crazy. We're not gonna know until like season 2. But like, what's it with the cheating? I don't know why. Yeah, like, can there just be other creative ways? Like, can people just break up and then get together somehow? I think with Quinn and Davis, I wish it could have been like, okay, fine, Davis can cheat. I don't really care for Davis, but like, but I'm still not for cheating. Couldn't there been another way where like Quinn and Davis just had like a dramatic fight and then they break up? You know what I'm saying? Instead of the cheating. But then Staten and Paula Joe get together for like a hot second. Everyone's just hooking up with everyone and everyone's just like cheating. People also ship Lauren and what's his name? Oh, it's Lucas' older brother in the show, but I don't know his name. It won't pop up. Every time I think of the show, I think of Ain't No Love in Oklahoma. You know, I might have to look up on Reddit, like Ransom Canyon, because I'm kind of forgetting a lot. Let's see what Reddit had to say about Ransom Canyon, because maybe it will help like refresh like my memory. Someone said liked it, but some really dumb scenes, like who makes love during a tornado. Wait. Are they talking about? Oh no, I know who they're talking about. Hold on. I thought it was, oh, Kit's his name. I thought for a second they were talking about Lauren and Kit. That's the older brother, but in the show it would be like illegal if they got together because Kit's like a lot older. In real life, I think they're all the same age, whatever. But like in the show, he's supposed to be older and they're in high school. It's so funny because Lucas, who plays Garrett, oh my gosh, one of his TikToks was hilarious. He literally was like, get ready with me to be a high school teenage boy. when he's really my age. So funny. That's also why I think Garrett's really cute because we're the same age. But I just thought it was funny how he's like shaving every day and then like getting dressed up as a teenage boy. Okay, they were talking about Satan and Quinn. They hooked up during the tornado. Okay, I had forgotten. I had forgotten about that. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to the mic. See what we think. Someone said, "Can't wait for season 2." Me too. The show was corny. The terrible script writing. The annoying female characters couldn't be saved. Okay, so apparently the female characters were being annoying. Well, I don't know. I guess a little bit. Again, what kind of annoyed me was the cheating, as I keep talking about. That's what this whole episode is. Ransom Canyon and cheating. Not okay, people. I thought Quinn's character was okay. It was kind of annoying how she always had a facial expression, like she was in constant emotional turmoil. I think Minka Kelly did an amazing job. I don't know why I keep saying her full name. Sorry. I think she did really great, honestly. I think the facial expressions made the show more interesting. I think it made the show like more entertaining and funny. It made it like, oh, okay, like something's going on. She's expressive about this. I don't know. I thought she did a good job. I think the facial reactions added to the show and the character. I thought it was fine. I love the idea of Satan type of guy. Strong, handsome, competent, and capable. Someone didn't love the chemistry between Satan and Quinn. I did. I liked it. I just didn't like the cheating. But other than that, I liked their chemistry. I thought they were really cute together. Why did they keep injuring Lauren? Like, can this girl catch a break? I forgot. Yeah, she was doing cheer, and so she got injured quite a bit in the tornado. And her dad's a cop, and then her mom's an alcoholic. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot. Oh my gosh. Kit and Lauren's mom hooked up. Oh, that's also why I don't ship Kit and Lauren. Probably a lot of people don't. Some people do. But yeah, that makes sense. I forgot about all that. Anyone else thought Ellie and Kai were brother and sister until the last episode? Oh my gosh, that's funny. No, they're not. We need to know about their backstory, like more in season 2. Yeah, I think the main problem was like Staten and Davis like had a rivalry with like the ranch. You know what? I should do Mel's talks, just like reacting to people's like subreddits because it's hilarious. See, I like talking about like what other people have to say instead of talking about like my own life because I like laughing and it's not about me. I love it. Is Yancey really Cap's grandson? Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. I think they're the only relatives then. Okay. I was doing my research and all I was able to find was that it was just like Yancey and Cap. We end up finding out are related to each other. So yeah, season 1 is kind of crazy, kind of messy. What do I hope for season 2? Less cheating. I don't know, but I hope that, okay? Well, I just feel like the writers gotta get creative with new storylines. I feel like the first season of any show is always kind of like cringy. Let's be honest. I feel like, except I'll say this, I think The Summer I Turned Pretty season 1 was like the best, and the writers did a really good job with season 1. It was something about the innocence of the show. I feel like out of a lot of season 1s, I liked how The Summer I Turned Pretty ended up. It was like the innocence, summer, Susanna was alive. I love that. But other than that, I feel like a lot of season 1s are typically pretty cringe. I think also like My Life with the Walter Boys, like season 1 was good, but just kind of cringe. It's always a good first season, but just a cringy first season. Yeah, because obviously these shows get renewed and people get invested. There's another Netflix show that I thought was so good, and I wish they got a season 2. I guess ratings, it didn't get super high, but I loved it. It was called Country Comfort. Comfort Country. Hold on. It was called Country Comfort. It aired in 2021 and it was a sitcom and they only had 1 season. A country artist became a nanny. It's kind of like the whole classic nanny storyline. The nanny will eventually like get with the single father. But in this case, they didn't renew for season 2. That could have happened in season 2 because season 1 at the end, never know. But the single dad did have a girlfriend. I feel like at the end of season 1, they were trying to kind of maybe like see if the girlfriend and him would break up, but they didn't quite yet. But you know how they try to transition and then have like the main girl character and the guy character like end up getting together, but that didn't obviously happen. Again, it's like that slow burn leading into the next season, but then the next season like didn't happen. But I liked that show a lot. Well, 2021 was a really rough year for me, so when I found that show on Netflix, I like loved it and just thought it was so cute. So I really wish they renewed season 2. It was so funny and cute and sweet, and I would have loved for the main characters to get together, but that didn't happen. So why did Country Comfort get canceled? I got curious. Well, I was right. Low viewership. Anyways, go watch Country Comfort if you like a sitcom like myself. I love a sitcom. Young and Hungry is like my favorite TV series ever, but I need to watch the seasons all over again before I do like a sit down with that. When I get into the show, I get into it, I get invested. The lines, I remember them. I forget them off the top of my head, but then every time I watch them, I remember them again. That's how much I loved that show. So I have to really watch it from start to finish to do like a successful Young and Hungry episode because I love that sitcom. It's like comedy and romance. You can't go wrong. What do we hope for season 2 of Ransom Canyon? No cheating, like I said. God for the 10th million time. I don't know. I just want the writers to be more creative, and cheating's wrong. You know, we want something new, something different. If The Summer I Turned Pretty ever does a prequel to The Moms in College, which I hope they do, I know there's gonna be cheating in that, but I feel like that show would be expected if it ever became a show because it's like two college students. So many people are in talks of wanting it to happen. I want it to happen. Satan and Quinn have to be endgame. I feel like Yancey and Ellie have to be endgame. Lauren and Kit better not get together. Lauren and Lucas are solid, I feel like, out of all the couples in the series. But I am very curious, though, about Ellie and Kai's backstory. I want more of that. I forgot in this episode to share a really important thing that happened in my life. I can't believe it. I was going to talk about it and I like totally spaced out, which is totally fine. My very first viral video on TikTok was actually about season 1 of Ransom Canyon. I was like, what? I never had a video like gone viral on TikTok. I always wanted at least like one of the videos. See, now another video went viral, but at least like one video in my lifetime to go viral, and that was Ransom Canyon. And it was just basically like shipping all the couples, Yancey, Ellie, Satin, Quinn, plus Lauren and Lucas. Yeah, and it was like crazy, just like everyone in the comments like going off on like their opinions, and also shipping like Lauren and Kit plus Kai and Ellie, and it was just like fun to like interact with everyone on TikTok. I mean, I'll be honest, I do like YouTube better than TikTok. I had another video that performed pretty well. I wouldn't say like viral, no, but it performed really well. But actually I got a lot of negativity on that video. So, and that's kind of why hot topic, unpopular opinion. I'm kidding, it's a very popular opinion. A lot of people don't like TikTok for the negativity. I'm one of them. At least I would think so, honestly. Well, I don't know. I guess people are kind of back and forth with TikTok. Anyways, it was like a video one time of, okay, well, basically, I was saying that I thought, okay, I filmed the video years ago, and if I were to date a guy with tattoos, like, I'm pretty picky, you know? I think a rose tattoo on a guy, and I think a compass tattoo on a guy is, like, hot. Yeah. Yeah, one of the guys I used to like has a compass tattoo. Back in the day, I was like, damn. Anyways, so yeah, I probably did the TikTok in that reference, not going to lie. Well, actually, no, you guys, he actually has a rose tattoo like on his thumbnail. I had saw one time on his story last year, and I was like, why would you do that? No, actually, it's funny. I almost thought about getting like a teardrop, like kind of in that same spot, but I'm like, no, I don't want to have like a tattoo where I'm gonna see it every day. If I were to get a tattoo, I love the idea of roses, but they would be like really tiny, no color, and would be like on my back. Like I would never see it basically. Like my future boyfriend slash husband would be like the only one to see the tattoo. Like if I were to get a tattoo. Like yeah, like it wouldn't be like my identity. Like no one would really know about it, honestly. Or like if I go swimming in the summer, sure. So yeah, I did a TikTok about just like, oh, rose tattoos and compass tattoos on guys, like hot, you know? And a lot of people like disagreed and were like so mean about it. And it's just like, hey y'all, like I'm just having fun. And they're literally like the comments were just like, this girl doesn't know what she's talking about. And it's just like, okay, I did the video for fun. You know, I didn't expect it to get an audience at all. Nevertheless, a negative audience, okay? And I just think TikTok, people are really judgmental on there. It's like, what's your problem? It was just like for fun, you know? It was just like for fun. So yeah, I don't like the negativity on TikTok. I like YouTube community better. You guys are very nice. The people on YouTube are a lot nicer than the people on TikTok, I will say that. But I think like the TikTok community's gotten a little bit better. I think so. Because I had another video that went viral recently. I know, look at me pop off, I guess. But it was about the recent season of The Summer I Turned Pretty. People are great in the comments because they're just like sharing their opinions. And I love to see it, honestly. It's like, that's what I want to see in the comments. Not roasting me for not knowing what's cute tattoos on men, okay? Well, because like I only dated one guy that had tattoos. I mean, there were guys I went on dates with that had tattoos, sure. But I only really dated one guy of tattoos. So yeah, I wouldn't be the best to judge me. It's so funny how he has like both of those tattoos now. I didn't even I forgot about that. Well, it's because I just saw it on a story casually last year and then like was kind of like, okay, weird. All right. That's funny. Yeah. That's crazy. Well, anyways, that's all for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Love you. Bye.